Hey y'all, hey. Good morning, and welcome to the garden. It's a beautiful day out here, so just want to come take a walk. Yesterday I was out here and I saw Mary Lou. She has shown her face. And she was out here digging, but it's funny because she was digging up the little weedlets at the edge of the walkway. She did not touch the plants at all. Yay us. She has not touched the mint at all. Okay, it's doing good. Let me show you. So this again is the chocolate mint. And it's doing pretty good out here. It's a little crisp this morning, but it's doing okay. I heard that it's hardy. Yeah, she has not come and touched any of the hostas, and maybe that's just because they're in there. They're a little bit bigger and established, so maybe she knows not to. I would have thought if anything, she would probably try to come get this one. It's little, but nope. She was right here, right there. That's where she's digging at. So thank the baby Jesus for that she has not been out here. This one is doing really well. Really well. That one's going to get nice and big. So I have been planning next steps. This is another chocolate mint, and she appears to be doing really well also. So I'm out here planning next steps. I definitely need to get a stick to hold this up off of my, plant. So, and it looks like I may need to put another little guard so these tomatoes don't touch the dirt. Yeah, well, she's even over here digging. I don't know what she's digging for. She's digging over here. So she must be digging for little weeds, but she has not touched anything at all. And I need to get one for the blueberries because I don't want this, I'm going to have to probably stick it right in between so that this kind of stands upright, like a tent. So that's going to be the mission. And I got all these little flowers, so I believe they're all going to turn into bluebirdies, and I'm excited. And here's my lavender. She's got a little bit. I think she'll be okay. Looking forward to seeing some flowers. She smells. Smells wonderful. I love it. My hyacinth is doing good. This one not so much, so I'm going to research and see if I need to cut those dead ones off because I do want it to try to come back. And I may end up moving those over here because I had thrown some coneflower seeds down here, but I don't see them coming. So I may end up moving the hyacinth over here somewhere just to add a little bit more in this area. I did not barrier this area, so every now and then there will probably be a little weed sproutlet, which I will try to make sure I get. I don't know what that is, but I'm try to keep this down so she don't try to get up under there. And I've got some buds coming in on this shrub here. I'm not sure what these are. And so I'll shape these. I am going to go ahead and chop this down and all this little grass area here, because on this side, because now we're into the Porch Chronicles, so on this side what I actually want to do is I'm going to make this a like a little rock garden. So I am going to be putting some of the edging at the base of where the hostas are, so that this whole area where the bushes and this porch area is going to be a totally separate little tranquility type garden here. I'm going to keep these and trim them down. As you can see, it looks like that bush is coming over into here somehow, but I am going to trim these down. And this one, because it's only sprouting right at the top, I'm just going to go ahead and cut it all the way down as far as I can, and turn this area, put the planter's fabric, what they call it, that stops the weeds and stuff from coming up. And then I'm going to use the gravel, the pea gravel, and I'm going to just rock this whole area in. I've got some pavers, so where this tree is, or where this bush is, I'm going to put a paver on top of the stump, and I'm going to set a fountain here, a water feature here. And then in the gravel, I'm going to have a pot with a hosta, another hosta, and a pot with some chicks and hens. And I just saw a really neat idea to do with the chicks and the hens, involving one of my favorite things, which is wine. And I'm going to put a strawberry pot that is going to hold these other varieties of mint. Now, these eggshells, I have saved these. I have dried them out. I'm going to munch them up really fine, and I'm going to sprinkle those at the base of some of my plants to give a little bit more nourishment. But yeah, I'm going to do the strawberry pot with these different varieties of mint in it, and that's going to be another area, and it's just going to be a little rock garden area. I may end up putting the fountain here, because this is kind of like if you're sitting down, it's like a little archway, into the outer area. So I'm going to kind of shape these up in here, probably get rid of that one, the little one straggling there, and make a little archway. Maybe put the fountain here, a nice little trickling feature. And we have a little bit of tranquility, but we still have some barrier and shading from the neighbors. This part is going to open up, and out here in this area, as we come around in this area between mine and the neighbor's yard, I'm going to continue the gravel in this area right here between these two trees. That's their yard, this is mine. So I'll continue the gravel here, and I will put a bee feeder, like a bee watering station. So that's just a clay pot flipped over with the little base, some little rocks and water, and the bees can come and just get their little drinky drink. They can also get them out of here, but give them another little station, have a butterfly watering station, a hummingbird feeder. I don't know yet if I'm going to do a bird house or not, but if I do, it's going to be in this little area. So it's different, the rock garden, is going to continue out this way, have some feeding stations and things like that for pollinators, because of course we want, eventually I want to be able to take these off and just let them bask in. And I may do that during the day, since I'll be retired. Take them off in the morning, let them bask a little bit in the daylight, let the pollinators come and do their little magic, and then at nighttime put the covers back on. So as you can see, I've got a lot of plans for what's going to go on out here. It's not going to be an overnight thing. I'm going to take my time, research. I've been doing research all night into the early morning, just because I want to make it, just a nice space. So, but I don't want to have everything crowded. I want to, show that it's going to flow simply and easily. So, oh, look, I got a little bumblebee. Wait, she's in there. Where'd she go? see her? Oh, there she is. There she goes. So she's doing her job. So yeah. So yeah, I just, I like everything to be cohesive. I don't want a bunch of crowding. So the borders going through, will be good separation and that kind of stuff. So yeah, it's going to be a undertaking, but for me, it's cathartic. I love working out in the yard. I grew up doing this kind of stuff with my dad, so it's kind of bringing me back. It's kind of bringing me back full circle. And one of my sons is a botanist and a landscape architect and a farmer and all that stuff. So being there in Texas with him kind of brought that spirit back to me. Plus the fact that I've been in the agricultural realm for the last 15 years of my life, but never in this part of it. I've always been at the headquarters element and the, buying of the equipment and the helping of the farmers, but never really out in the field, never really out doing this kind of stuff. So it's kind of bringing me back, and it's something that's homey to me. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited about it. I'm excited to share the journey with you all. So continue to take a walk with me through the garden, and we'll make this a beautiful oasis. I'll see y'all later. Have a great day. Peace.